Welcome back again to Priceless Gift number 4. I'm Dr. Clint Rogers with Gary Malkin. Gary, man, this is so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we had a lot of fun writing the letters, but it's really fun to just talk directly to whoever decides that, wow, what is this wisdom of the world? And I want to sign up. I want to find out what it's like to be part of this community. So thank you for
Yeah.
clicking on that little button and saying, I want to join. Thank you.
Yeah, and also thank you for being willing to dive into some pretty deep concepts and deep questions. Really, I think they're core questions, and oftentimes in polite conversation, maybe we hesitate from getting to the core. But I think, Gary, what your work does and what Wisdom of the World's all about is how do we create moments that matter? These holy moments. And so I think these questions, maybe they stir something in us we don't always maybe want to see or have the courage to face, but the way that the music and the alchemy of this of creating these wisdom films, and this whole concept makes it so it's easier to approach it and tender and holds us so tenderly, like almost like a mother, you know. And I think this email also, oh my goodness, this gift, this message and this gift about, really how do we face whatever we're afraid of to be able to claim the greatness that's in you? How do you face that fear? And in this email, I just really vulnerably share something kind of personal. It was hard for me to write, but I was always afraid if people really knew me, they wouldn't like me, And I think I'm not alone. I think it's our biggest critic is often ourselves. But really that fear of maybe if people really, really know me, they won't love me. So then hiding myself and pretending to be something that I'm not, and not being willing to show, the mistakes I make or the messiness of things that are happening in my life. And one thing, Gary, I just want to thank you for is I always remember certain things that you spoke into my life, and also certain things that you created that helped me actually receive love. And this gift that we're sharing today is one of those things.
Oh.
In the moment that I heard this with the music, I heard the quote before, love the quote. But when I heard it, her speaking it, the only time that we know that she's spoken it, recording with this music and these visuals, it is amazing. So please introduce this gift.
Well, I remember the impact it had on you because it actually initiated our relationship because you had such a strong feeling like, God, if people were shaky about not wanting to stay in this life, and if they can just listen to this, that you thought maybe it could even save a life. So for many of you that might not know this, we've spent the last 20 years, I've been recording Wisdom Keepers, over 120 of them. Thought leaders, wisdom keepers, faith-based community leaders, humanitarian leaders. And Marianne Williamson and I met in New York, and I asked her to speak this iconic phrase that many people thought was spoken by Nelson or written by Nelson Mandela. And even many people thought that he actually was the one that was the source of it. But it turns out that it was Marianne Williamson from her book, A Return to Love. And what I love about this quote is that she turns this whole self-criticism, insecurity thing on its ear. And she completely about faces and says, guess what? The thing you're most afraid of is not that you're the worst thing in the world, not that you're the most difficult person in the world, but that you are so extraordinary that you are afraid to come out and be seen because you're afraid that you'll upset other people's apple carts because you might intimidate them. It was such a revolutionary thing when she came out with this, and everyone went, holy cow, that's actually true. I'm afraid of being great. What if I could stand up and be great, So I loved writing the music to this. I loved working with Marianne, as I have with every one of these Wisdom Keepers. And it's one of the reasons why we decided to start these autoresponder letters, because we thought, our community needs to understand that the power of authenticity and presence and tenderness comes from your depth of your presence, of your innate wisdom. And our whole point of creating Wisdom of the World is for you to awaken your own wisdom inside and not just aggrandize the great wisdom keepers and authors. So our hope is that when you listen to this, you take it in, so the part of you that says powerful and strong, and more powerful and strong than even Marianne Williamson, can awaken into embodied leadership, embodied friendship, embodied relationship with your family, embodied magnificence. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and I know that if you're someone who's attracted to even be a part of this community, there's a real need for you on this planet now, and a need for you to really be your best self and to have 10 to 100 times more confidence in what is coming into your heart and your mind. And so I'm excited for you to experience this gift and just enjoy it. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Thank you so much for taking the time to experience our work. And just please know that you mean so much to us. And let us know how your experience is at this work and whether it's touching you at info@or staff@wisdomoftheworld.com. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.